Good morning. Today we are going to discuss path variable annotation from Spring Boot. The path variable annotation in Spring Boot is used to bind a URL template variable to URL path or to method parameter in a controller. It is commonly used in RESTful API to extract dynamic values from the URL path. So the line is very important, URL path. So we are going to pull the tokens variables as parameters in the function from URL path only, not after question mark. Before question mark, we are going to pull those variables as methods. And this particular annotation we will use at parameter level only. It's we can use this annotation in a function only, not at class level. Only functional level inside the function we will use. If you look at the details, this annotation is available from the ORG Spring Framework web bind annotation. So in this package, we have this annotation. The purpose is to pull the variables as parameters in a function. Mostly we use it request mapping or get mapping or post mapping. Yes, we can use it post mapping also. Sometimes we get a question that confusion that can we use it at post mapping? Yes, we can use it. We are going to discuss that soon. It has two attributes actually. Name required. Typical name or value, it serves the same purpose. Required means when you say the parameters should be captured means automatically by default the boolean value is true. Sometimes the URL doesn't have that variable means you can say required equal false rather getting 400 error message. If you want to continue your program without any error, say required boolean equal to false. This is like a sample URL users ID. So this I'm capturing as path variable. Only one path variable in the URL. If you look at here in this URL, two departments followed by department ID, employees, employment ID, employee ID. One, two path variables. I'm capturing. You can capture n number of path variables from the URL. Yeah, as I said, we are going to get the data from the URL. So we should be using trace ID in the template URL. And the parameter name should be matching, as well as the implicit conversion can happen. Int you can convert to string, but string you cannot convert back to integer. So again, go with the basic Java tab conversions. And also, if you look at required argument, attribute, if you think the parameter, path variable may not be received from the URL, you can put as a boolean false. Otherwise, it's gonna throw 400 bad request error from Spring Boot. So if you look at path variable, this is the sample code. It's a REST controller and user control is a class. Basically, I'm trying to get a user ID from API users and followed by ID. So I'm getting ID and display here. If you look at call here, get call here, it's API users ID. So ID value should be 5, should be displayed here. So let's create a code or project here and I will show you in real. Let's create a sample project. Path variable test Java language type Maven. I use JDK23. I go with var file. Since we are using REST controllers or controllers, Spring Web Starter is required. Let me go with the latest boot version. Yes. Let's create a REST controller. Variable REST controller is a request mapping. Okay. Public. I don't want to return anything. Single path variable. So what I will do, path variable, path I'm getting, not path, say ID. So what I will do, get a mapping, yes, ID. So if I access path variable followed by ID value, I'm capturing ID value here by using path variable. Let me run this code. Application is started at 8080 port on Tomcat. Path variable ID. Okay. Path variable ID equal to 5. See, path variable 5 has been returned. So here, localhost 8080 on the port I am running, and path variable, this is the path variable, followed by 5 will be treated as ID. If I say 100, so this 100 should be coming here and displaying here. See, 100 displayed. Now have multiple path variables. Here AP orders, order ID, order ID, I mean user ID, order ID. So 2 path variables captured. Let's write a code here. Copy, paste, multiple path variables. So what I will do, path variable ID. Okay, I would say yes, name. So what I'm doing, I'm accessing ID as well as name. So here the call will be John. Week. So we need to provide ID here, name here. Run the application. Perfect. ID and name we should pass. Click ID and name. See, ID, name. We can capture this also. See, id. So we are capturing one value here. If two values means it's gonna call this. So customizing path variable. What we are doing, we are getting a parameter here, mapping to a different parameter. Basically, this is a local variable, we want to use it. We don't want to use the same name, ISBN, but we are using different name. It's like a security purpose, having a local name. So not able to alias. So what I will do here, I will say ID, user ID. And we don't need this. Okay, perfect running. One. See, one is displayed. Received one. Basically, we're getting ID. We are mapping to a local variable. Same thing can be done here, but it's kind of duplicate work. You can map these variables into another variables. Now let's do the type conversion. So I would pass an integer here, converting it to string and display it as string to string ID. str to string one is displayed. So what I will do? Java. Java, no issues. So this is displayed as string. This is displayed as string. So let's pass the string here and see the type conversion to INR. This is convert as integer. See, bad example, bad request 400. Method argument type mismatch. Failed to convert the value type string from integer. Now let's accept a list and display. So take this as list. Don't need anything. This okay. We don't need anything like this. Okay, so restart, or I would say I dot substring split string list. List. Okay, let's try this guy. List IDs followed by commas. list IDs. And cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. See, this we got 1, 2, 3, 4 as a list object. We can travel that actually. I mean, you can do for each and display all the elements. That is also possible. See, so let's pass some extra arguments here. Extra args int extra. Okay, ID. So what I will do, if I say 1, user ID from string, yes, this we displayed. Let's do one thing. 2, it says 404. So browser level actually, I mean, Spring Boot level, we are having this particular error that we cannot find this path. So make sure that you have to pass exact same this stuff variables in the URL. And we can have the regular expressions of the path variable also. If you look at, I'm getting a user, path variable is user ID. So this is a path variable / users, and user ID should be 0 to 5 only. So let's try that. So if I enter letters, numbers between 0 to 5 is okay. More than that, I would get an error. Say 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Return. I would say 9, 9. See, 404. Because it's failing because 0 to 5. Let's say 0 to 9. This will execute. Let's say John is throwing an error because this is the regular expressions. Let's say A to Z. Okay, capital Z. Let's say small z is working fine. Let's say throwing an error because it is expecting a small letters A to Z. So this is how you can use regular expressions also. This is a basic level. You can expand your own style based on the need. Thank you.